A lot of people have been asking the question, how do I know whether you are in love, or it is just infatuation, or you're just in a friendship kind of thing? So you stop wasting your time, right? Top in my list is empathy. You see, a person is not in love until they feel that the pain of their partner is their pain. They are not in love until they feel that they can sacrifice anything for the people they love. And when I talk about anything, I don't mean life. It doesn't mean that you can kill yourself for them, right? So I'm talking about the things you can sacrifice. You can sacrifice going somewhere to just meet them. You can sacrifice your time and give it to them. You can sacrifice buying something and support them when they are in need. This is what I'm talking about. And this is what empathy is all about. You feel like you've become part of them. Their pain is your pain. All right? What they are going through also affects you up to a certain level. Number 2 in my list is emotional union becomes more needed than the sexual union. You see, when you are in love with someone, you feel more comfortable to be with them emotionally. They keep on lingering in your head. The urge or the need and the admiration to have sex with them becomes not much more important, but being around them, feeling their existence, having them physically, some touches, talking together, sharing some pics, sharing some text messages become more important to you than just sleeping with them. This is what we call being in love with somebody. It is not about, laying someone down. You see, most of the people think that for me to be in love, I must be laying him every night or every morning or every afternoon. But two people who are in love are so much emotionally connected than sexually connected. Number 3, jealousy. And this one is funny. You see, the moment you fall in love with someone, what comes in is what we refer to as being possessive. You find yourself wanting to possess this person. You want them to be just for you. You don't want to see them with any other person. You don't want them to move just freely outside without you knowing where they are. You want to possess them. They start to become like your baby. They start to become like they cannot go out without your guidance. They might not cross the road, something will hit them, So it's just a kind of a jealousy part of it. You become so jealous about people who are around them, about what they do. And it's not like you're jealous of what good they are doing, but you're jealous of losing them. You don't want them to slip out of your hands. That is a sign of being in love. Number 4 is feeling out of control. When you are in love, you will realize that most of the boundaries about your feelings will start to disappear. You will find out that the love between the two of you will start to control you and control your feelings. And you will realize that you are becoming someone else. In fact, it's not that it's changing you to be a bad person, it is changing you to be a good person, but you realize that your feelings, what you feel, is controlled by the nature of a relationship you're having with the person you are in love with. Sometimes you find like your appetite is controlled by whatever they will do. If you guys are in a bad mood, or maybe you are not seeing each other eye to eye, maybe you're quarreling, you're having an argument, you lose your appetite. You start talking to people in a moody way. You start to behave somewhat not your realness. This is always because of being in love with somebody, and therefore they become your remote. Sometimes it's not good for your health. You need to learn how to control yourself so that love doesn't take control of you. But it is always a sign that you're in love when it takes over and starts controlling how you behave, how you feel, how you react, and etc. etc. Number 5, Are you planning some good things in future with your spouse or your partner? This is one of the signs of being in love. The moment you start planning your future together, you start talking about how you want to see the future look like. You start talking about how many kids you want. You start talking about how you want to invest in the things you want to invest in. You talk about your family. She talks about her family. You talk about what you would want to see happening in the future, and she talks about the same. You see, you're talking about what is coming. You're not just talking about the now. You see, you're not just talking about the past, but you start talking about your future, and you plan that future together. This means that the two of you are truly in love. And don't get me wrong here. There are these people who will always talk about the future just to make you feel like, they are caring. So you also need to have a mind that can visualize if this person's talks about the future is reality, or it is just to convince me to be in it so that he can use me. Because you see, people nowadays watch such kind of videos, and the moment they watch, they apply what they read from here, and they just do it for the sake of doing it, because they were told that true love, you've got to talk about the future. You've got to have your minds straight and wisdom to discern someone who is just trying to foolish you around, talking about the future, but they don't mean it. Number 6, the moment you see yourself trying to align your interests, you find yourself sometimes rescheduling your daily routine to just do something together with your partner. You try most of the times to cancel those things that you have in your routine that might stop you from having time with them. It's not just about meeting physically, but you are trying to realign your interests so that you can have time together. Maybe virtually or physically, but you just try to fix it so that you can have that time together, to have your peace of mind and share the love that is between the two of you. That is a sign that there is love on air. Lastly, which is very important, when you are in love with someone and they are in love with you, you will see that you begin to become a better person. When you are in love, there is what we call the relaxation of your mind, relaxation of the hormones, relaxation of your ability to think. And this gives you room to change and become a better person. It gives you the room to adapt to your surrounding. It gives you room to learn new things. It gives you room to become yourself, because you are in love. There is nothing you're hiding from yourself. There is nothing you're hiding from them. And there is nothing they're hiding from themselves, and at the same time, they are hiding nothing from you. So you become the real you, and this helps many people to develop themselves and become better. So one of those signs which is very important is the moment you fall in love, you start to become a better person. My name is Johngora. I'm a life coach. If this was your first time on my YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe and also push the notification bell so YouTube can remind you every time I post videos here. Remember, you can always ask a question through the comment section or send me an email, which is here on the screen. And also you can scroll down to the content of this video. You can find my WhatsApp number. Send me a message. Let's chat and help each other.